from Philadelphia to, you know, out past where Ambler is now.
So that was a big deal for them. And to think that their last moments were in suffering is just terrifying. You know, that's just horrible. It's not a good way to die. Like, there's good ways and there's bad ways. Everybody dies. It's like, if you can pick one, I pick a good way to die.
Yeah,
Not
likewise.
something tragic, jacked up like that. I mean, and they couldn't even control it. But now, like, those types of things can be avoided. That's what's so beautiful about it.
Technology.
Exactly. But this is the reason why that technology exists, because somebody looked at that wreck and was like, you know what?
You need to figure out a different system.
Yeah, we got to do something.
Putting 2 tracks down.
Yeah, like 2
Common
tracks.
sense would
Let's
tell
put
you.
2 tracks down.
But they didn't have machines to help them put
Well,
tracks
also
down.
think
They were
about it. It
putting
took
by
a
hand.
long time to build train tracks. That wasn't like an easy task either.
There was a lot of sharing of tracks. I mean, there were so many train disasters that have happened in the past.
Oh, absolutely. Lots of people lost their lives. And like, just look at automotive, it's the same thing. Airplanes, same thing. Like, you know, you had to sacrifice a few to get it to go right. Like, that's kind of jacked up. Like, in my opinion, I would have stopped. I was like, you know what? Too many people are dying. Let's just go back to horse and carts.
Right.
That's what I would have done, but that's me. So cars still exist and trains and such exist, so we deal with them. But I mean, seriously, that place will be hot that day.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Oh, I can't wait till that day.
I want to like figure out, like, we got to figure out what kind of equipment to have.
It's good for daytime use.
And then also like readouts, like what would temperature.
I'll print out some reading material
Yeah.
and actually read about the event. That
Yeah,
day,
like what was the temperature
factual.
like? What was the day? Because they had the weather, so we want to know what.
It's hot.
It was very hot. Ooh, which means it stank when the bodies got.
And
That's
it's
that
fire.
smell.
That's what I smelled like
Dead.
just
Ooh.
something. Yeah, I know. It was fucked up because it wasn't there.
That was this funky smell.
I have never known a water plant.
to smell.
Water doesn't taste or smell like anything.
First of all, we don't want a water plant smelling like that.
What am I drinking? Shit. Thanks for the shitty water, shithead. No, there was nothing there, and we were there
Yeah.
for like 45 minutes because the train passed. We
Yeah.
had time, and then out of
Yeah.
nowhere, shit smell
Yeah.
everywhere. Just like I walked over to a spot and I said, "You guys smell that?" And you're like, "No." And I'm like, "Come over here." And they're like, "Ew, what the fuck is that smell? It smells like shit. It smells like a fart out here." I'm telling you, sometimes those things can produce odors.
Oh, they have to. I mean,
Like they say, oh, you walk into a room, oh, I smell his cigar smoke. Oh, I smell
Yes,
her
cigarette-
perfume.
yeah,
oh,
they
I
do
smell
that.
rotting bodies. How about that?
rotting bodies. That's sweet.
If that water,
But,
if that
yeah.
water treatment, blah blah, it would have
I
smelled
wouldn't
on
want my water
contact. We
smelling
would
like
have
that.
smelled it
Like
immediately
I now
upon
might
arrival.
have to get like a Brita and attach it to my.
That's why they do that shit.
Because I'm a little worried. I don't want dead body water on my in my living room. So now I have to bless all the water in the house. See, like
I don't drink water in my
I
house.
have to bless it all.
Wash my hands with it, and that's it.
Whew, that's crazy, but that water plant stank. Like and it didn't smell like that before.
For
And it
like
was something.
45
distinct.
minutes, it didn't smell at
It
all.
was
and
weird.
out of
It was
nowhere,
just
it smelled
really,
like farts
really weird.
everywhere.
And and then it got
was
deep.
strong.
Remember? And then it got stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And then once, poof, it was gone. Now, if it was really like the plant or anything like that, it would have been lingering the whole time.
Yeah, you would have walked up, like, just look when you go to the Sunoco plant and you're like,
Yeah, as soon
smells
as you
like
drive
frying
by that
popcorn,
spot
bacon,
on the
puke.
95.
Yeah,
that
it smells
one
like that
chunk.
constantly.
That chunk of the 95 is just a constant.
In the summertime, I mean, you would think if the water plant was like that, you would have just walked up
Yeah.
and initially been like, it smells
Oh, what's
funky
that
over
smell?
here.
Like, we don't want to be here. But
It
no.
smelled like fresh, nice air. Cold, crisp, freezing
Yeah,
cold.
I
I'm cold air.
didn't- I didn't think of that. The dead bodies. Because if you're talking July 18th,
It was hot.
easily 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Like even anything over 85, if you have a body near it, it's going to stink.
Mm-hmm.
After a couple hours of sitting there, and then you got the flies.
Oh, God. That must have been a horrific scene.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be
I
there.
couldn't even imagine.
Well, we're about to.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what'll happen. Like, we're really, I want to see.
I won't be surprised if we capture. We have to get something that we can pick up the EVPs. Because I bet you $1 million you'll hear screaming.
I know it.
Yeah.
And crying.
And help me and all this
Yeah.
other crap.
All of it. That day, yes.
We're gonna come
And like,
out,
and I know I'll be able to feel her heart like breaking as she's walking towards that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can feel that. I know it. Like I know if it was just me by myself and there's like 1,000 people there, my heart would break.
You wouldn't know what to do.
I
Yeah,
would-
You can't help them all.
I know. I wouldn't even, it's like, where do you begin?
Yeah.
Where do you begin? Like, who do you start with? Who's, you know, that would be horrific. I wouldn't even want to feel that. And she lived after that.
Oh, yeah.
And I wonder if that haunted her.
Probably.
I mean, I wonder, you know, it
Maybe
stayed
not
with her.
because, well, definitely the visions probably haunted her. I can't say if like the spirits. Were,
No,
if
meaning if it
she was
stayed with her,
them.
like that would mess with me. I wouldn't be able to look at 1,000 bodies and not care and not wonder if I could have did more, you know. And that's something that I do feel. Like I haven't even met her. I haven't even really known anything. But when I think of this woman, and I think of like when I'm on those train tracks, I was in my head going, Nicole, like. She was walking down this is exactly the path because she was coming from Ambler. She was with a Hicken. Mm-hmm. So we were actually, she walked past that spot. Probably. She was on that. That was her, that was all she could do.
She might still be there trying to help people.
I know.
It's possible.
You know, but we were still, like, we still crossed paths with her. We were still on her path. Mm-hmm. So therefore we have to follow it now and track it.
Never asked if she was there.
You know what? We didn't.
Oh, follow up. Anyway.
Time like to one thing I noticed when I was using the temperature gauge on the train tracks, I did see the temperature gauge jumping up and down a lot. So it was probably her walking by. Could have
been her on the rooftop.
Yeah, could have been.
Protecting them all, thinking we could have been there to harm.
Just watching, seeking. Yeah, just checking it out.
Because that was the strongest one.
The building, yeah. Someone was hovering around the building and creaking footsteps.
And no, remember you caught something in the gauges.
Yeah.
What are those power lines? Mm-hmm. Like you actually caught. You were like, there's a black shadow.
I saw it. It was like, whoosh, and I was like, what? It looked like a black sheet. Just was like, bleh, just.
You know what? That also could. There's another one.
There's not a bird, by the way.
No. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm not saying it. Mm. I'm not saying it. But I think I know what it was. And I can't remember the name of it. But I know what it is. It's actually been documented. And I know someone who saw it.
Are you not supposed to say its name?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say anything.
Yeah. If you say the name, then you got to deal with bullshit.
Don't.
So,
no
like,
bullshit
let's just put it this way. I know what it was. I'm glad that you saw it because that means you're out of harm's way. So that's cool. Like, we're all out of harm's way. But I'm just going to be curious to see what happens after that. To that location.
Yeah.
Meaning, I'm just praying that, you know, nothing bad happens. Mm-hmm. You know, that's all you can want. Like, but that... The last time somebody saw that, remember that outage in Tacony? Mm-hmm. Somebody saw that right before that.
Oh wow!
That gas break or whatever that thing was in Tacony.
That's weird.
No, they saw it, and then 3 days later, that person with the Pico and the gas line happened.
Oh shit!
In that same vicinity. So I'm kind of like, and every time somebody tells me they see that, something happens. Crazy happens. Mm-hmm. But this is documented, like it's
around
like,
the world.
Yeah, this isn't just me because the person knows what that was, so they're gonna like. I mean, I'm not gonna say it because that's just not me. But everyone who is, they know what I'm talking about. As soon as you said a sheet, yeah, industry people know the sheet thing. It's there's like a shadow figure that's like looks like a sheet. It's like a bat almost.
Yeah, but it was a lot bigger
than
a bat.
Mm-hmm. A big old bat, like a man bat.
It was about the size of 2 Allens.
Yeah. Ooh, shit. Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. Keep it. Yeah, all the way over there. Yeah. Not interested. So, yeah, but the last time I heard about it was the most recent incident was that gas incident. And I felt so bad because it was so weird. Like, it was just the way it all went down, and I remember hearing about it before it happened.
All right, it's 1:13. I definitely have to
Okay, guys, we have to go because we have responsibilities. We can't be ghost hunting all night. Hopefully one day we'll get paid for this.
And we can ghost hunt all night.
I know. It'd be so awesome. Right now we'd be in like, we'd be all over, so.
Oh, if I had time, I would have walked that whole fucking train track tonight.
Oh, I know, with the good lights, some good lighting, some good stuff. Yep. And then there's a few cemeteries I wanted to hit, so yeah.
Definitely.
Got to get up with the kids tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's late, yep, likewise.
Cheers.